So anyways, Midtown Manhattan right now. I've learned a lot about doing videos over the last course of this year. Yesterday shooting at Julian's over in New Jersey. I love this place, man. I got to see and have gotten to know a lot of these podcasters over the year, and I've been critical of a lot of them. Pier 76. And so, you know, Pier 78, 76. I got to see a lot. I've learned little bits and pieces about these people that have these podcasting channels, and where they shoot them, how they shoot them, what it is. Mark Gagnon, I know where his thing is. It's over in Williamsburg. I'm not going to give up the exact places where it is, but I am going to say that I've seen and met a lot of these podcasters in person. Ian Bick, where he shoots his. Hector Bravo, where he shoots his. And whether or not they're genuine, I'm a pretty good, my wife tells me I'm autistic. You know, maybe I am a little bit. I've never really thought about it a lot. But I'm pretty smart in some ways. And I'm a very detail-oriented, logical person in almost everything I do. It's almost obsessive. Not quite, but close. And so, Camp Gagnon shoots his videos in a studio. Hector Bravo shoots his videos in a studio. Very professional setups, top notch. Julian Dorey has his setup also. I'm not going to say where it's at, but it's also very top notch and professional. And I got to see a lot of personal effects of these people, and some people might be, hey, you know, maybe you shouldn't be saying all this stuff. I'm going to say it because I'm just a straight up guy. I got the impression from Julian when I was over there that he's a very sincere person. Doing these videos over the last course of this year has cost me a few grand. Julian was the first person to pick up my airfare and stuff like that, and thank you, he's very accommodating. But as far as like making a nickel off this, no, out of pocket total, I'm at a few grand. Because I want you guys to know that you're being told the truth. It's important to me. I quit a $100,000 a year job to go make $600 a month. I am not motivated by money. I am motivated by principle to the max. Of course, my life wasn't always that way, obviously. But it is these days. You just got, it's just as beautiful, man. You don't want to be looking at my ugly mug anyways. I'll show you guys. So, watching all of this, Ian Bick's setup is very professional. He's got tons of celebrities and a lot of people that have been there at his studio. He's got pictures of a lot of them, if not all. My picture's up there too. Hector Bravo's got a nice spot that he works out of in San Diego. Camp Gagnon, nice spot in Williamsburg, plus he's been in my house, so he knows whether or not I'm honest. Glenn Beck and Ed Calderon and Silas Montoya were all shot over the internet. Unfortunately, the video quality is lacking. I need to invest in some more equipment. But be that as it may, I've gotten to know these guys a little bit and their teams. Julian and Dee were just top-notch, super nice people, man. I would have any one of these people in my house. My honest impression of them. Julian, in regards to Katarina Szulc, stated that she is legitimate and sincere. And to be honest, because I'm just such an abrasive person, to be honest, I'm inclined to take him at his word. One second, I don't want you guys to have to sit here and listen to cars. West 34th. I want to go to 7th and 35th. I might get a TWIC card. When I was in the Bering Sea, you didn't have to have a TWIC card, but now you do. And anyways, the TWIC card location is off of 7th and 35th. I'm at 12th and 34th, so I got to go over there a few blocks. So, to be super honest about Julian and Katarina Szulc, about that interview in particular, I was very open with my story, and I don't think that I really want to be that open with my story anymore because it's very revealing and vulnerable. And I wish I looked better. I wished I was a little younger. I wish I'd gone farther in life than I have. And full disclosure, it's never about what you did yesterday. It's all about what you're doing right now and what you can do tomorrow, right? So what I've done in my life doesn't mean squat because it's already come and gone. It's about what I can do and the positive effect and change I can do now. So I'm into that. School started again today. Today's the first day of the next semester. I got to stay on it. Because life doesn't wait on any of us, man. Julian, professional guy. I believe him to be honest. I brought up a lot of stuff about Tommy G. A lot of the cartel people that are being presented online to you, I'm not certain that they're just not run-of-the-mill gangbangers that have been deported to Mexico. And they're passing themselves off as cartel, straight up. And there's reasons why I think that. And I'm not certain that Katarina Szulc herself hasn't been, I believe that she's honest, but I don't know that she's not being, and I think that she's very astute and shrewd. But I do not know whether or not she's being lied to by people that misrepresent themselves in terms of whether or not they're actually cartel. The evidence or the basis of that statement is the following. If you're a cartel and you're the boss, you don't have to cover your face. You can do what you want. None of your underlings are going to have anything to say about it. Period. So if you cover your face, we all know what we look like by our eyes anyway, so you're not hiding anything, and the government has facial recognition technology. So there's that. And if you're saying something against your cartel boss's wishes, you're going to come up dead or missing fast. Which leads me to the third most likely or probable option, is that they're people they're putting on ski masks, pretending to be someone that they're not, to make a couple bucks, or for their own entertainment or whatever, but they're not legitimate. And this is what I want to avoid. Because people make decisions and support wars and other things based on what they see and hear. Which is why I even started doing videos. So here we are. Julian Dorey, I don't think is a CIA asset. I say this based off of seeing his personal effects. Katarina Szulc, I do not think is a CIA asset. Based off of what Julian Dorey has said and knowing the details that I now know about Julian Dorey. So Katarina Szulc, if you're out there, I apologize, man. I don't know that the people you're interviewing aren't cholos or just run-of-the-mill gang members, but I don't think it's purposeful, or I don't think that you're being purposely deceitful is a better way of putting it. I do think you are being lied to. That I do think. And I'm saying that in the most polite way I can. Camp Canyon is giving me no other indication, and Ian Bick, that they're completely genuine. That I completely believe. Hector Bravo basically doesn't have anything to do with the cartel subject. He's mostly a prison thing. Silas Montoya is completely unrelated. That's a Christian channel. Ian Bick, you guys all know his channel is basically prison get down. So, here we are. Going in to this year, it's January 29th. I'm going to continue my organizational and social network analysis of everybody I've come into contact with, because they do use YouTube and other media outlets definitely to control what people think, without a doubt. It's 100%. But you have to ascertain the validity of what's being said. Ed Calderon, you guys have all seen my video on him. He did work there, but it doesn't say when his release date was. The guy's a nice guy, I have no doubt about it. Super nice guy. I don't know enough about the details of his life to opine anything other than that, and that was never the intent anyways. It's just, it's what it is. That's where I'm at right now. So right now, basically, I've got to continue building my database, continue with school. I'm burnt out on telling my story. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers now. This has never been about the money or any of that stuff. I don't know where my channel will go, but I'm honest and upfront with you. Whether you like me or not, I do my best to tell you the truth about me, which means that I need to be open and all this stuff. And I was more open yesterday than what I'd like to have been, but I decided it was the appropriate course, so that's what I did. And there we go. I'm not gonna make a big video, just a little video. I got stuff to do. And it's kind of cold out today, to be honest. Kind of brisk. Everybody is wearing this stuff. So cheers. So did I get them all? Mark, Julian, Ian Bick. Oh, one other thing. Julian and his staff let me know that they've been ghosted a lot themselves. So, you know, maybe it's not a personal slight towards me again from the point of view of Sean Ryan and Joe Rogan and everybody else. Because I've got a list of probably 50 people that are major podcasters that don't want anything to do with my story. And to be honest, telling my story, I'm not all that impressed with it, which is why I got to continue going to school and trying to do better. Because everything I've done, even though people find it interesting, I'm not all that impressed with it because it's my life. That's the truth, you know. The most successful thing I've done so far is marry my wife, without a doubt. So, hey, man, that's enough out of me for the day. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Cheers. I'll talk later.